Okay, y'all, we are doing this one old school, handheld, on the floor. This is a P.Louise subscription box. This is a very old P.Louise subscription box. As always, the information will be down below, but I believe this is the November 2023, maybe 4 subscription box that I've just had and I've been holding on to and just have not been able to get to yet just because I have that much flippin' makeup. So I thought for the month of August, I really wanted to knock some of these boxes out. So this is the first one that we're starting with, the P.Louise November subscription box. I'm not subscribed to her monthlies, but I'll buy singular monthly subscription boxes if I like or I'm interested in what's inside. And for this month, not this month, but that month, the theme was pizza. So you have a Pizza My Heart. It was love at first bite. Hot contents with Babe, we're the best in town. And I mean, there's a lot of people, I guess, who don't like P.Louise, but there's just so much thought out into everything that they do. There's so many details to all the stuff that they have. Special delivery, love triangle, you have a Pizza My Heart. Like, this theme is like so freaking cute, and it goes all the way around the box. And this box was a box in a box, I think. I think it was a box in a box. For this one, I did have to rip the edges, but sometimes they come just like not completely shut, so you get to keep a really nice box. But here we go, we open it up inside, and the theme in here is so freaking cute. I wanted to start off with this box first, specifically because of this. So it says P.Louise sauce on the side. It is a moisturizer. I just finished a serum that I was using, so I kind of need something for my face again, and I really wanted to open up this box so we could start using this. And it's just a face moisturizer, but it's sauce for your pizza, so I'm really excited to be using that. These I will probably not use. It says cut, carve, and create. Babe, you're a cut above the rest, and this is supposed to be the pizza cutter, but what it actually is, when you open it up, it is magnetic. Very cool, it is magnetic. When you open it up, it's brushes. So you got some nice brushes in here, and I have already before tried P.Louise brushes. They're kind of one of my favorite brushes for these kind of flat brushes. They apply cream very well, and if you have like a creamier shimmer, they also apply those very well. So I already have experience with P.Louise brushes. I really like them. I think they're really nice. I think they hold up really well. They feel, quite a bit luxurious, not super crazy, but they feel very, very nice. I want to keep these in a really good condition, so I'm not going to be using them. But I did, of course, want to show you that it came in this box. I do like P.Louise brushes. I already have some P.Louise brushes that I'm using. I think if they were fluffier brushes, I might take them out to steal them. But right now, I think I actually have an abundance of like these flat kind of cut carving kind of cream brushes. I have a lot of those, so I don't need any more of those. So I'm just going to set that to the side. I'm not going to use it for this month. I'm just going to hold on to that. I will, though, try these lashes. This is not the first time I've tried lashes, and it's specifically not the first time I ever tried half lashes. Mikayla Noguera, she had like some sort of P.Louise thing that she did with them, and the half lashes were on sale at some point, and I did buy those and I used them and I actually quite liked them. I did like the quality of the P.Louise lashes. So in here it says half and half, something to top it off and add some spice. Perfect duo for those babes who want the best of both worlds. Hot contents. So it says top it off and add some spice. Want to go half and half or steal another slice. So we have, but basically more almost, I guess the top lash is like a full lash, and you got these bottom lashes that are a little bit more like half lashes, but they're very long. I got some events coming up, so hopefully I'll get to use those, but I do quite like a P.Louise lash. And then lastly, what I've been waiting for, this is the P.Louise Babe, You're a Slice of Perfection, and it's the shape of a pizza. And it's actually not the first pizza palette that I have. Glamlight also has a pizza palette. And I think, what is it, like a vegetarian slice or something? I have, like, the P.Louise green pizza slice. So let's see if we can open it. I've opened up, very carefully opened up my slice, and got my slice right here. It pretty much says exactly the same. It's exactly the shape you think it is. And this is the reason why I got this palette. Let me point it this way. On the mirror it says, "Hey there, hottie." It's got this paper here. Is the palette. It is so many beautiful, just gold, yellows, oranges, very full, very warm, and that's kind of why I pulled it out for August. When I think about August, I kind of think of like one of the last real kicks of the summer, I guess. Like, so August still feels very fully like summer, and I guess that comes from your school days, where I think a lot of us probably didn't start school in the US until the end of August or the beginning of September. So beginning of September, for me, it always feels like, even though technically it is still summer, it always feels like summer's gone. But I really like these yellows, oranges, golds for the summer, and I think they also really go well into from summer into fall to continue using them. I think they're really pretty. I'm really excited to see how these go. This is going to be my little project for the next few days, and when you see this video again, I'll actually be reviewing it. Okay, we are back again, sitting on the floor. What you may be hearing is my dog walking around in the fans. Okay, but here we go. We're going to start this off. What part should we start with? Lashes. These are not the first lashes that I've ever tried from P.Louise. I've tried from P.Louise lashes before, and it was from the Mikayla collection because it was on sale. I've already used all 3 of these. These were the half lash ones, the ones that weren't as like big and full, because she had like 2 versions of lashes that she came out with, and I tried all of them. I've already used them up. I found this box when I was cleaning out some stuff, and I'm like, wow, I still have it. But I've already tried P.Louise lashes before, and for this one, I tried these half lashes again. I don't have any issue with the actual, like, lashes themselves or the lash strip. I will say, though, that for this specific design, this half design, I felt like they were a little too full to be like a half lash. I would have liked them a little bit more natural, because what you have up here, I feel like you have like a full natural lash and then like a glam half lash. I think I would have preferred a glam full lash and a more natural kind of half lash. But I thought it was fine. I've started using these. I already started using this one. Once I get my use out of these, I'll probably skip on up ahead to the one on top. But I think P.Louise lashes, and spoiler, I think P.Louise in general has some really, really solid products. Next product we're going to try is the moisturizer. The moisturizer smells like artificial strawberry, and I've already squirted some on my hand, and you can see here it is a water-based moisturizer. So it doesn't feel particularly heavy. It's not oily. It actually feels quite nice, which is what my fear was going to be when I opened it up, because it was just covered in plastic. It didn't come in any box or anything. You can see it sliding around because it is a water-based moisturizer. I quite like it. It smells like artificial strawberry. Not the best smell, but you know, it's not too bad. I hold my camera with my other hand, but I've worked it into my skin now, kinda. I put a lot on there, but you can see like how nice and wet it is. I've actually put a little bit on my face, and does this work? Does it work as a moisturizer? Hell yeah, it does. It makes your face so nice and soft. It works quite well. There, I've worked it a lot more in. I just used my face. Gives you a nice kind of sheen, especially out here in this desert weather that I'm in now. It's really nice. The only thing I can think of is that the smell some people may not like, because it's an artificial strawberry kind of smell, but it's not particularly like super strong. It's just definitely there. But I've been using this for I think almost a week now, and I've quite liked it. I want to keep using it. I want to finish it up. The next time you see moisturizer on my monthly empties, it'll probably be this. I quite like it. I'm happy I used it. And then to our last piece, because I'm not reviewing the brushes, I have P.Louise brushes. I know they're good, and I'm keeping those other ones. We're going to open this one up. Okay, all right. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit better, but it didn't completely satisfy me. I think there's some really good shades in here. Right, y'all, we are losing daylight out here. We'll see how I do for the other 2 boxes that I have. Right now, it's the late afternoon. My husband has been working the night shift, so when I usually film, it's like in the morning or midday during my lunch. And since it's the end of the day, I'm losing a lot of daylight. I have 2 lamps on and 3 windows, like, without the curtains on, and I still feel like I'm not getting enough light as I want to, because I feel like my hand looks really dark for these swatches that I'm showing here. But I swatched the 2 yellows, so this light yellow and this mustardy yellow. That's those first 2. That first one is that light yellow, and on my eye it is way too light. This mustard yellow on my hand looks like orange, but on my eye actually looks like that mustard yellow that I like. And then I swatched the 2 darkest shades, which would be So Saucy and My Guilty Pleasure. That's those 2 shades in the middle. Those are the darkest shades that are in here, and that's kind of one of my issues with this palette, is I wish there were 2 more shades, possibly 2 shades in here that were much darker. Like, I think I would have preferred this shade to be a couple shades darker. I would have liked to, this is too light for me, I would have taken this shade out as well, and also given some darker shades, and this could have been a much darker orange. This could have been a darker brown. Like, there could have been a red in here, and I feel like it still would have fit with the pizza theme, but giving you a lot more depth in the look. Pretty much in the looks that I did with this, I ended up pulling some other palettes because I can't do it. Like, I just love the depth that a dark shade can give on your outer corner, and I felt like I needed more depth, so I had to pull other shades. And then these two lash shades, that first one is like an orange base with a blue shimmer. It's very unique, and it's this shade right here, Love Triangle. It's a very unique color. It's got like this silvery blue shift, but with a orange base. And then this shade over here, which is the biggest shade, I believe is meant to be used as like a highlight. So I did try it on my eyes, and I did use it as a highlight. It definitely works, I think, a lot better as a highlight than it does an eyeshadow, but it worked pretty alright for an eyeshadow. I think overall, for the first look that I did, it definitely lasted a lot longer, but not the look that I have on right now. And that's because I used 3 shimmer shades today. Ended up using these 3 shimmer shades, and the shimmer shades have already decreased pretty quickly within a couple hours. But I guess that's kind of what you might expect when you're using a lot more shimmer. Because of the formula, it's more likely to crease. The first looks that I did with this had a lot more matte shade in it, so I think that first look that I did, only one of my eyes had slightly creased, but otherwise it looked pretty good still. I think this palette's alright. I'm going to keep it for now. I'd like to keep playing with it. It sucks that there isn't more darker shades in here, because I would have really liked to create more, I guess, in-depth looks. This feels like a secondary palette, where I would have to use this palette and pull out another palette, which isn't something I do very often, but I really love the packaging of this. I think it's super duper cute. Love the theme. What do you guys rate this little subscription box right here? I personally loved everything in it. That's why it's one of the only subscription boxes that I've ever bought. You always gotta make sure when you're, really investing. This really is, right? It's kind of an investment into these kind of boxes. They're quite a bit of money, but it's up to you whether or not you think that these costs are worth it. I'm really happy with what I got. I got a really unique palette. I got a really good moisturizer. I'm happy with the lashes, and they're still in here. Getting 3 brushes, which are really good quality. Brushes can run you up some money sometimes, okay? Sometimes they'd be selling these brushes for, $10 is still affordable, but still $10 for one brush seems really crazy to me. And then there's other brands that are selling brushes for like $20, $30, $50 each, depending on the type of brush. That's just really crazy. I think this is a good deal overall. I'm going to keep my set together. I'm going to keep working on it. Keep working on my moisturizer. I'm going to use my lashes. I guess the only real parts that I'm going to be putting back into my makeup vault is the palette and the brushes. Let me know below how y'all feel about this subscription box. Other than that, y'all have a great day.